of the season, a measuring stick game, and one that both of these teams hope will propel them to bigger and better things. We've arrived along Orange Blossom Trail at Camping World Stadium here in beautiful Orlando, Florida, as we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Mustangs will kick it off to get us underway. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Bitonio. He never had a chance to get it to the edge in first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He's got him. Still running at the 40. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. With the catch, it's Bitonio. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Steps away to find some room. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know.
Touchdown, Penn State! First points of the day are on the board.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, third and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run, run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dude.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It's complete on the right side. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there, because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The Mustangs are flying down the field. The hand to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They want to run this quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He's got an open man. Into the secondary on the run. Touchdown, SMU. A great catch and run for 6.
I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Vitonio. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Fires on the move. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15, a first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Antonio. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Antonio. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back can get some positive yards.
And the Nittany Lions line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. This one's complete. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll give it to the back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Unleashes it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Mustangs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Mustangs in the hurry-up.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
And the Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The offense changing the play. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Dumps it to the back. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. The Mustangs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with his second and goal. And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. Wants to fire on second down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's third and goal. Now on the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They'll go to the ground. Fights off the defender. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here's the handoff. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to get it through the air. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Now improvising. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it for a big play. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
The Mustangs will have it first and 10. Might be changing the route. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Finds his big tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And the Mustangs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second and goal for the offense. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
This offense in dire need of a touchdown. Is third and goal, but this is probably 4-down territory. Wide receiver comes in motion. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on third and goal. Touchdown, SMU! Fit it in the window for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty, you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oklahoma State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out.
Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, returning to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. The Mustangs want to crank their tempo. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
Sends it downfield. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown Mustangs. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get this drive going from the 17. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going to try to get it himself. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on second down. He wants it all. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
You don't see bat downs all the time. A lot of times guys break on the football, the defensive backs, and they're trying to catch it and make a play. I like he knew where he was. He's in the end zone, not trying to give up points. Does a great job breaking on the football and swatting it to the ground.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll bring it out. It's Matonio. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man on the right. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll give it to him again. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Hicks. There he goes. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And the Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Skips away from pressure. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Penn State! They move on top here in the 4th. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Wants to go up top. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the catch down the right side. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by one possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Fires to the tight end. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers.
Oh, out of space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, and the offense continues to do what they do, and they take the two-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he's not going to take the touchback. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little...
Turning it on! Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback may change this route. Going to swing it on second down. He's taking the deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And listen, still a ways to go. But great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They'll go to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They still need a touchdown and two-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the fourth. Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. Direct snap. It's Bitonio. Got room to work. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On the snap, it's Bitonio. And he rolls into the house.
Late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
From the gun. He makes the grab for the two-point conversion, and now they're down by a single possession late. Time is of the essence, just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick.
why you keep fighting. You just got your score on offense. Now you needed a miracle to come through with the onside kick so you can get one more possession to maybe go win this football game. Nice execution. And guess what? There's still time left on the clock.
Zings it complete to the right. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They got the first down. Now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Takes it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly to the tight end. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
That's an easy completion to the tight end on a stick route, but that play later they could pump and then hit the tight end going up the seam for a big one.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Bitonio. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chain. On the direct snap, it's Bitonio. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, and not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.